Good morning, my dear students. This is Teacher Sarah, your English teacher. Today, inshallah, we are going to finish our story, Carl the Complainer. I just want to remind you why the friends of Carl call him the complainer. Ha! Because he complains a lot. Because he complains a lot. One of the things that he is complaining about is that the park closes at 5 p.m. and from his point of view it's a way that too early for a park to close. That's why his friend Dale suggested him to write a petition, and the word petition means it's a request written and signed by many people to assure that they agree on that request. Then they submit that request to the council of the city in order to agree or approve what they ask for. That's why they wrote a petition or a request and they submitted it to the council, and now we are going to know the result of such petition. Let's read first the questions, text dependent questions. Question number 1: did Mr. Henry agree to sign the petition? Mr. Henry, his neighbor. What is the job of Mr. Henry? Question number 3. What did Mr. Henry promise Carl and Dale to do? Question number 4. Did the council agree to their requests? Very well. Let's read together. Please get your reading book and open page 242, which is that page, and get ready to read together. Just when I am ready to give up, Mr. Henry smiles. You actually have a point there, son, he says. Tell you what, I'll sign your petition. I'll even get some folks in my writing group to sign it too. You are a writer? I asked. Sure, that's why I need quiet. What do you think Dale and Carl, what do you think they told him, and how did they succeed in order to convince him to sign the petition after he was not agreeing on that? They told him if the park closes later, they can play at the park, not in front of his apartment or room, so he can stay in a quiet place. And this is exactly what he wants, because he is a writer, so he needs to work in a quiet place, and that's why he really agreed to sign the petition with them. Please go to page 243. We end up with 108 names. I hope that's enough, I say. The meeting is tomorrow. I am very nervous on the night of the meeting. Let's read together the text box on 243. Carl's petition is going to the town council, a part of the government, but lots of petitions go to businesses and organizations, from movie studios to sports team to stores. The council is sitting in the front of the room. First, a lady stands up and tells them that dog licenses are too expensive. Next, a man talks about putting a traffic light on Elm Street. Then it's my turn. Good luck, whisper Dale. Whisper, he said like that. Good luck. My friends and I love the park, I say, but it closes at 5 p.m. and that's way too early. Okay, my dear, in the page, they went to the council place. The council members were already there, and it seemed there were other two cases, so other two requests from other two people. The first one, he needs to take a license for having a dog, and the second one, the man a man talks about putting a traffic light on Elm Street. So he wants to put traffic on in the street he lives in. So this is the first case and this is the second case. What about the third case? The third case is for Carl who wants the park to close later because it closes at 5 p.m. That's way too early. I hold up the petition. So Carl, while he was talking to the council, he explained for them what he wants and he held up the petition. All the people who signed this want the park to stay open later. I don't know, says the man with the mustache. Is it a good idea to have kids playing in the park after 5? It's better than having them run around in the street. A lady in the audience replies. That's when I noticed Mr. Henry We do play outside in the street when the park closes, I say. Sometimes the noise bothers our neighbors. I grin at Mr. Henry. I grin, it means I smiled. I smiled, but it's not such nice one. It's the broad or the silly smile. Keeping the park open later would solve that problem too. Mr. Henry smiles, but the council members are still disagreeing. What do you think, my dear? Do you think at the end the council will agree or not agree on their request? This is exactly what we are going to know now. What if they say no? It's time for the vote. I hold my breath. All in favor of keeping the park open until sundown. All in favor of keeping the park open until sundown? Asked the lady with the glasses. One by one, the council members raised their hands. I can hardly believe it. Our petition worked. Everybody claps and cheers. So everyone now are very happy because the petition worked and the council agreed on their request. Lots of real-life kids have started petitions. One second grade class even wrote a petition that made the ladybug the official state insect of Massachusetts. Dale gives me a high five. We did it, he says. And the best part is now you will have one less thing to complain about. Was my complaining really that bad? I asked. Yup, Dale laughs. It was. I know, I say with a grin. Really annoying. By that, my dear, we ended up our story called The Complainer. And let's read together the model answers. Question number 1. Did Mr. Henry agree to sign the petition? Yes. Finally, they convinced him to sign the petition. What is the job of Mr. Henry? Yeah, exactly. He is a writer. What did Mr. Henry promise Carl and Dale to do? He will get some folks, some groups of his writing group to sign the petition. Did the council agree on their request? Yes, it did. Okay, my dear students, hope you enjoyed that video and you enjoyed that new story. And see you inshallah next week with a new story together. Bye bye.